It is the Sports Fix here on Flow FM, and a very interesting weekend of matches in Redcliffe's cricket again. Joining us on the line, a man who is as happy as, not only is harvest done for him, but his team got 2 wins on the weekend in the A's and the B's. Nick McKay joins us. How are you, mate?
Yeah, very good. It was good to get cricket underway and no interruptions this week with any games, so really good to be back.
One of the few competitions, I've got to say, around the region where there wasn't any forfeits, and that's unusual for this time of year. Obviously, there was a few depleted units and teams that might not have been able to put 11 on the park, but all games got played in the A's and all games got played in the B's, and you can't ask for much more than that.
No, that's right. Sometimes you just got to play with what you got and make do.
Let's have a look at the A-grade results to start with. And the Oyen Rams took on Card Ross, beat them fairly comfortably in the end. The Rams batted first and were bowled out for 159, and that was more than enough, mate.
That's a pretty good score. I think they were just a bit too classy on the day, and I think the way to look, I think they had everyone contributed a bit to them, I think, so.
Yep, Schultz 45, I think it's Corney 35, Keeley 31, so yeah, lots of starts. No one really went on with it, but when you get to 159, you're pretty happy with that. It's maybe a little bit better than par. Card Ross rolled for 94, with Schultz 2 for 12 and Price 2 for 34, the best of the rolling. So just too good.
Yeah, Card Ross are a bit hit and miss at the moment. They're sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. And I think, Oyen were just a bit too good at the end of the day.
All right, other games. We'll save yours till last. We'll talk Vale Euston now, who keep on winning. 3 on the trot for them. And they were too good for Nursery Ridge in a fairly tight tussle, it's got to be said. Batting first, Vale Euston, 6 for 163. Nursery Ridge couldn't get them. 9 for 138 they finished at Vale. So another win for the new kids on the block.
Yeah, after had a slow start coming into the competition, but they just can't lose at the moment. They are putting big scores and taking wickets as well. They sort of seem to have a fairly good mix of players, and they're all sharing it around a bit. And like you seem to get one out, the boy said, and then the next one comes in who's just as good. They sort of don't have a tail.
Death by 1,000 cuts with bat and ball, Vale Euston at the moment. Gill 32, Benham 26, plenty of other starts as well, getting them up to 163. Finch took 3 for 27 for Nursery Ridge, but with the bats for Nursery Ridge, Freo 38, Finch 32, not much else. Kit and Gill taking 3 wickets each for Vale Euston. So they're a pretty solid unit with bat and ball.
Yeah, no, that's what you want, the good all-rounders.
And your boys, let's have a look at this. Tempe, 9 for 134, batting first. Way too good for Millawa, who were all out for 61. So it was time to win, and your boys delivered.
Yeah, we're back. It's good to be back on the winners list. We had a few new fellas come back in Joel Monaghan, who's been over in the West for the last 5 or so years. So he made no impact on the game, though, coming in and going out for a duck. So, but future games, he should be good to have back.
He certainly will be. He took 3 poles with the ball, so he did a little bit there, but obviously not much with the bat. The bloke who did the damage for you guys with the bat is McKay. Any relation? I'd imagine so.
Yeah, he's my younger brother. He's the joint captain of the A-grade with Tate.
I figured as much. 34 to be best with the bat. Clark took 4 for 17 for Millawa, so they've got some zip about them with the ball, but nothing obviously with the Willow. They've struggled there all year, and to be bowled out for 61 isn't going to win you too many matches.
No, it's just runs on the board's key, and they're just failing to do that at the moment.
All right, let's have a look now at the B-grade matchups from the weekend. And all right, well, we've got to start with the obvious one. So the Islanders took on Nursery Ridge. Now, it looks as though Nursery Ridge were struggling to get the full 11 out there, but, we have to talk about the Islanders' innings and that of Cullinan, who rattled off A ridiculous 206 in the total of 2 for 374. Even more staggering given that you only play 35 over innings in the B grade, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. It's a remarkable knock, really. But they're short numbers, but you can only play on who's out there. And I think he's knocked every single one of them over the fence.
Well, I don't think it matters how many fielders you've got when you hit 15 sixes. Boy, unless they're 15 foot tall, it's not going to help you too much. But look, at the end of the day, obviously a little bit undermanned, but you've still got to hit him out of the middle, and he certainly must have done that, scoring it basically to a ball for that knock. Incredible.
Yeah, it is. He had a fair bit of assistance too, I think, which is another Conan. I'm not sure if I assume they'd be related, but they had a good opening stance, and he just kept going.
Yeah, he did. Nursery Ridge rolled out for 75, and that's where we'll leave that one. What's that? 299 run winners. That'll do wonders for the net run rate.
Yeah, get the percentage up, won't it?
Yeah. Not so much a percentage boosting win for your boys, but an important one nonetheless. 4 for 150 Tempe. Grace 57, Cresp 56. Defeated Fire Brigade, who almost got him 6 for 143 in the end.
Yeah, a bit of edge of the seat kind of stuff towards the end and the last over. I even had to pull the header up and just to watch it on live on my cricket, bowl by bowl, and it was they just got it done, and tight bowling in the end proved too good, and they couldn't get over the line.
Yeah, very, very good game of cricket, that one. So, Road 68 here for Fire Brigade. Almost got him there. But Castleman, he obviously did a couple of times. 2 for 27 to be the best with the ball for your boys. What does he roll? Yeah,
the veteran, just he trundles in, just left arm little seamers, just jig, jag, and do a bit of everything. He's a very handy, experienced bowler.
And the last match of the round was a thriller as well. It was the Oyen Rams. They had an interesting clash here and got the job done in the end, but I'm not sure what to make of this. Southwest batted first, 8 for 123. The Rams got them 3 down, so with plenty of overs to spare, but you'd say Oyen never really in any trouble here. 123 is not going to win you too many games.
No, I thought maybe... with their bowling lineup, that might have been enough. But Owen were just a bit too classy and, held their wicket well. And they seem to be, when they're on Owen, and they're a hard team to match.
Skipper Vine with 50 in the run chase, setting it up. Clark not out 37 to get them 3 for 125. The only score of note for Southwest, Nagy coming in at number 3, 54 off of 91 to anchor that innings. I believe it's Comrie, 4 for 26 for the Rams to be best of the bowling for the day. So, they're going okay at the moment, the Rams in the twos.
Yeah, they're always up there at the top and just ticking along. But we'll see how the next few weeks pans out, and we'll get a bit more of an idea on where everyone's sitting on the ladder.
Well, let's have a look at that ladder right now. In fact, we've got in the A grade, Nursery Ridge on top, and Robinvale Euston now. They've climbed up to join them on points 35 each. Net run rate, the only thing separating them. The Rams are up to third on the ladder now with 30 points. Tempe into the 4 with 20. Miller and Card Ross 15 apiece on the outside looking in. And on the B-grade ladder, it's Tempe on top up there. Your boys, 45 points. Curl, the Islanders chasing you down on 40 with a stupid net run rate of 6.27. I don't think I've ever seen that. Oyen Rams on 30 points. Fire Brigade, 25. Southwest also 25. Nursery Ridge, 20. And Miller just 15. So... there you go. Have you ever seen a net run rate like that? Normally, if you've got a 2 in front of it, you're pretty happy. To have 6.275 games in, that's insane.
Yeah, that's remarkable, I think. I don't think it'd be many places around Australia with that sort of run rate going on. It's very good from the Islanders.
Your boys in the B grade are undefeated. So, look, let's move on and have a look at this week's matches. We're at round 6. We've got this one and one more to go before the Christmas break. So, We'll start with Nursery Ridge taking on your Tempe crew. And looking at the ladder, this is top versus fourth. This is a big game for both teams, particularly you guys. You wouldn't want to be giving Millewa or Cardross an opportunity to go past you at this point.
No, that's right. I think, it should be a good game, I think. We get back in and keep winning, I think. We will.
Yeah, well, it's an important game to win. We'll see if both sides are somewhere near full strength. If Harvest is wrapping up, that will be an interesting one. Millewa taking on Cardross. Now, I mentioned that on the ladder. Millewa and Cardross, one of them will be hoping that you guys get done because the winner of this game will sneak into the four if that happens.
Yeah, yep. I don't know. It'd be a battle out with them two. I think it will be nearly game of the round with Miller and Cardross, but I think Miller might be a bit too classy for them, and their bowling attack will really nullify their runs, and I think they should be able to get over them, no worries.
The other game is, I reckon this is match of the round stuff. These guys have got a rivalry that's built up through the winter in the football. Robinvale Euston taking on the Oyen Rams. This will be at Robinvale's Riverside Park again, or Len Arnott Oval, I think is what it's known as. So Robinvale at home have proven very difficult to beat.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully Oyen don't suffer the same as us and want to get in the Euston club too early, but I think they're going to be a hard team to beat all year. I think they're just too consistent with ball and batting. I can't see Oyen getting close to them.
All right, let's have a look at the B-grade matchups to wrap things up. Tempe, your crew taking on Nursery Ridge, and really not only should you guys win, you'll start with very, very warm favourites, but you should have a fairly significant win, and if you want to make up that net run rate gap, it's going to have to be a significant win. Yeah,
that's right. But Nursery Ridge often do surprise. They seem to find a few numbers back every now and then and get a few back in. But yeah, that's right. Hopefully I might not even be able to get a game this week myself with all the young fellas performing. So I'll definitely have to put the hard yards in at training.
But here's a staggering stat for you when it comes to Nursery Ridge for the season so far, and bearing in mind they've only played the 4 games, but for the season they've only taken 8 wickets total for the year. So, they got some issues with ball in hand, I'd imagine. Either that or they're not making enough runs batting first, one of the two.
Yeah, that is a quite strange stat. Usually they've got some pretty handy bowlers, but I know we'll find out firsthand on the weekend.
Southwest taking on Fire Brigade. Now, this is a pretty important game. It's 4th versus 5th, so the winner will stay in the 4. The loser will drop out. Who do you like in that one?
Well, it's another one of them cases of who turns up. I think there was a bit of controversy with Fire Brigade's Lockie Rhoda playing A-grade for O and then coming back to his home club in Fire Brigade. So if he's playing for them still and Connor Darby fires, I think they're with them two boys fire, they can capable of making big scores, and I think it might be a bit too hard for him to chase down if them two boys get a hold of them.
Now, Millewa and the Islanders of Curl now Cullinan, Jason Cullinan averaging at about 156 at the moment. I'd suggest he's the big wicket. Yeah,
that's right. I think he might as well call it quits now. I don't think anyone will get. I don't think anyone's in danger of beating him for the year. That's for sure.
Yep. So they're at Quandong Park High School. They could play at the MCG at the moment. I don't think it'd matter to him. No ground's big enough, so you can't really find a way home for Millewa here, surely.
No, definitely not. I think we'll be looking at another high score again, and I reckon they'll probably even do better than last week.
All right, should be an interesting weekend's cricket again in Redcliffe's cricket. Anything else for us, mate, to wrap it up today?
No, that's about it. Hopefully you're going to start getting to see a few more headers finished and cricket back in full swing for the last game or so before the Christmas break.
Look forward to catching up with you next week, mate. Good luck for the weekend. Hopefully you get picked. And if not, well, I guess you'll have the best seat in the house to watch the action.
Yeah, that's right. I better down and watch the cricket over the next couple of days, get a few pointers to get me chances of getting back on the park.
Good on you, Nick. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Jason.